Was it truly over? The 6 months of my life, poured into Project Chimera, now just a ghost of what it was supposed to be? The hushed whispers in the hallway, the forced smiles from colleagues, they all pointed to an unimaginable truth. My presentation, the one I'd meticulously crafted, was being delivered right now, by Victor, my boss, in the executive boardroom. A cold dread settled in my stomach, a premonition of the heist that was unfolding. The email arrived an hour later, a company-wide announcement. Congratulations, Victor Thorne, on the successful launch of Project Chimera. My name wasn't even mentioned in the acknowledgements. The blood drained from my face, replaced by a burning shame and fury. 6 months of sleepless nights, sacrificed weekends, every innovative solution, all swallowed by his audacious lie. The injustice was a physical ache. I confronted him, trembling with a mixture of anger and disbelief. Victor, leaning back in his opulent chair, merely offered a condescending smirk. Sometimes, Evie, the one who presents it owns it, he purred, his eyes gleaming with a reptilian coldness. His casual dismissal was a dagger, twisting deeper into the wound. The air in his office grew thick with his smug victory, and my simmering rage. Days blurred into weeks, each one a torment. The project, my brainchild, was now Victor's triumph, lauded in industry magazines. I watched from the sidelines, forced to celebrate his stolen glory. The bitterness festered, transforming my grief into a quiet, dangerous resolve. I started noticing things: Victor's careless habits, his over-reliance on others, the tiny cracks in his polished facade. My revenge began subtly. I collected every scrap of original documentation, every draft, every time-stamped email, meticulously organizing them into a secure, encrypted archive. It wasn't enough to just prove my ownership, I needed to expose his fraud completely. The thrill of the hunt replaced my despair, a meticulous planning for his inevitable downfall. I discovered Victor had been cutting corners, omitting crucial security protocols in the live version of Project Chimera to rush its launch and claim credit faster. This was his fatal flaw. A vulnerability that, if exploited, wouldn't just expose him, but would also threaten the entire project's integrity. The stakes were dangerously high, but so was my resolve. I planted an anonymous tip, a breadcrumb trail leading to the project's security oversight, but carefully designed to implicate only Victor. The internal investigation began, quietly at first, then with increasing intensity. I watched him squirm, his confidence slowly eroding as the walls closed in. The satisfaction was a potent elixir. The day of reckoning arrived. The company-wide email wasn't about Project Chimera's success this time, but about Victor Thorne's immediate departure due to unforeseen circumstances. The subtext was clear. He was out, disgraced. I allowed myself a small, grim smile, but the true vengeance was yet to come. My final move: I publicly shared the original, fully secured Project Chimera code, the version with all the safety protocols Victor had removed, alongside a detailed, anonymous report outlining the original development timeline and key contributions. The industry buzzed, not with Victor's glory, but with the undeniable truth of my innovation and his deception. My name, finally, got its due recognition. Victor's career was in ruins, his reputation shattered beyond repair. Mine, however, was just beginning, built on the solid foundation of my true accomplishments. As I walked out of the company for the last time, leaving the corporate serpent's nest behind, a profound sense of peace settled over me. Justice, though delayed, had finally, undeniably, been served. My revenge was complete.